All right, let's go. How's everybody doing today? Good, I hope. Hope everybody's having fun. Plan for today, we're going to do some chat, maybe do an account review, something like that, and then we'll talk a little bit about starting the arena on my alt account, scout plan, then we'll execute that. Have another little thing in the middle where we talk with chat, and then we'll do the main account at the end. That's the format we usually stick to. It's working so far. We'll put on a GAC timer today. Try to stick to it. We don't always stick to the timer. Got to get better at doing that. If I'm going to put it up, I need to stick to it. All right, we got 17 minutes worth of question and answer and other topics, anything people want to talk about, and then we'll get into this Grand Arena on the Loquitur account. I see we got Arva over here, the legend himself. How we doing, Arva? I haven't looked at your account in a few months. Are you pursuing your first galactic legend, I assume? You getting Kylo? Who you getting? Got a bunch of cool people over here. We got Jason, Crowlick, Sam Fontaine, Pavoni fan. Nice to catch you live. Greetings from Germany. Yeah. Haven't seen you in here before. Greetings from the United States. Madam McCurry's here. Fellhammer, hope you're doing well today. Yeah, I'm having a lot of good days, guys. I tell you what, my recovery for my back seemed to be going well. It was going uphill. And then, man, I tell you, about 4 weeks in, it really seemed to take a downturn for a couple weeks. And I was like, starting to second guess whether or not this did what I thought it was going to do. In the last few weeks, it's, the pain in the back's going away, the incision's healing up, the physical therapy seems to be going well. Guys, I'm telling you, I haven't felt this good in like 8 years. Like, really. I hope this trend continues because really things are getting going again. And walked around the block a couple times with my daughter the other day, and she likes to walk the cats. We have a stroller, so she shoved a cat into the stroller and walked the cat around the block in a stroller. It's a silly thing, but she loves the cats, and I like walking with my daughter, so worked out pretty well. But yeah, I feel like we're really on the uphill on this thing, so yeah, feeling very good. So thanks everybody who's asking about that. Appreciate your thoughts. Arva says, to be honest, I don't know. So I'd mentioned in the chat that I saw an advertisement for Dr. Squatch soap, and it said you can smell like the dark side or the light side. They've got Star Wars-based fragrances now. And Lord Vader's always going on about the dark side, and Griff is a light side guy. And I said, I just assume that the dark side is how Vader smells and light side is how Griff smells. And Arva said, I don't want to know how they smell. It's just an imagination thing. It's not for real. We're not going to go sniffing people. But hey, you guys got to tell me if anybody out there actually buys this Dr. Squatch soap. I've seen the advertisements. And the guy who does the advertisements, whoever put those together, they're hilarious. They're advertisements that you actually want to watch. So if anybody's actually tried that stuff and thinks that it's wonderful, let me know, because I've thought about clicking the buy button before, but I've never pulled the trigger on some Dr. Squatch soap. So Slides in here. Haven't caught a Loquitur stream in a while. Hey, how you doing? Arva's going for C on the alt and JMK on the main. Nice. How many shards of cat did you get, DL? Right now, I got exactly 50. I think. Let me go check here. We got to relink our blue stacks. What? We have to restart these things every time to limit the amount of crashes that we get. So I have to relink them all the time. Yeah, that's good enough. Oh, 173. Okay, so I've got 53 shards as of right now. So we had 120 at the start of the event, and we're at 173, so we've gotten 53 shards of ye old cat. Max is here. Great to hear. Managed to catch the stream now. Greetings from Sweden. Man, that's awesome. Sweden. Cool. Lord Vader says, I don't care what people think. I smell beautiful. Kevin D says, why would I want to smell like a small green frog man? I don't know. Maybe Yoda smells fantastic. Maybe he's got pheromones that attract females of all species. Maybe that's the reason why. I'm now on a 600 day ticket a day guild, and it's a ton faster. Thank you for everything. Nice. So you upgraded your guild. That's cool. Placebo fan says, I got 86 shards with 2,300 energy. 86 shards. Wow. Hey, I got to tell you, the first 2 that I farmed, I got 4 out of, 5, of course, 5 farms, and I got 4 shards. And then I did a second one, and I got 3 shards. And I thought, holy man, this is going to be awesome. I'm going to get like a whole cat. And then 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1. Like, it went straight downhill from there. But, man, those first 2 nodes I hit, I thought, man, if it's dropping like 4 shards a node, it's going to be fantastic. But, no, I got right at the 1.55, 1.5 to 1.6 shards energy per, shards per energy, I guess you would say. So yeah, 50 shards, but still, if you bought 50 shards out of the shop, right? If you went to the Conquest store and bought those shards, it would be 600 for 5. So if I bought 50, that's 6,000 crystals worth of Ahsoka shards, right? And it certainly didn't cost me 6,000 to get here. So overall, not a bad deal. It did deplete a lot of my crystals, though. Look at that. I usually sit like 1,500 crystals, so I'm down to 800. And you guys can see I got the max reward here on the crate. Finished a couple days early again. And this time, we're really with minimal refreshes. So I did a few refreshes, but not too much. And it kind of snuck up on me because I did think that I had another quest that I had to complete here at the end. And I was working on this marked quest. And I got 21 out of 21 on the end here. And it just, like, I don't know. It completed pretty quickly for me. I was like 2 away. So I went back to some of these sectors where I just needed to clean up. Here I could have gotten 2 more here if I got 3 stars. So I just cleaned up a couple nodes, and that was it. I got to my red box. So that's good. That's good. You guys voted with your views. The Conquest videos that I did were pretty unsuccessful in terms of views. So I assume that, some people probably like the content, but overall it fell a bit flat. I think if I do it at the start of the next Conquest and kind of talk through how I'm doing some of the feats, that it might be better. So we'll try to do some more Conquest videos in the future, but not top of my priority list so far. I'll get cat when Conquest pays out, so I'm not worried about it. Yeah. I don't know. I want to go for cat, and I think if every time Conquest comes up, I buy cat shards, let's say 3 times, right? It'll be 15 shards per 2-week period. Or let's say I manage to be able to do it 6 times a month, right? That would be 30 shards a month. I have, 160 shards yet to finish out. I'll get 15 here. So let's say I end up with like 140 shards left to go. If I could do 15 a month, that's, oh man, that's 10 months. So I'd have to do 30 a month, and that'd be 5 months. So I have to make 6 purchases per month for 5 months. That's a lot of crystals. Whew, salty. But I don't know how else to do it, and I do want Kat, and she is a premium character and good with Kenobi, and good with a Padme team. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be worth it on normal. It's going to be brutal, but we'll try to get it done. Mata McCurry says, managed to get max crate for the first time on Conquest. Feels good. Nice. Only benefit to the 7th is the character shards. Weird how you get more gear from the 6th box than the 7th. I think early on I noticed that like these crates here, okay, you get 2 of all of this, 2 gear, and then 10 of each on mods. And then for this box, yeah, that's not as much gear, right? Because we got 2, 3 here. But we're only getting 8 mods, and we're getting 1 red and 1 purple. Here we're getting 1 red and 1 purple. Yeah, so you do. You get 1 more gold box here. Huh. Yeah, I think I'd noticed that before. But you do get 10 each of the mods. You get, I think, another Zeta. This is what I like. This, 50 and 50 of these and 20 and 5. So that's the big deal for me, because here you get 50, 40, and 10. It drops off quite quickly, and you don't get that 5 out on the end. But yeah, this is huge right here. Slicing materials for 6 dot slicing. For me, out of all the stuff that comes out of Conquest, I mean, obviously you want the character shards, but yeah, I mean, I like these 6 dot slicing materials. I really think that's a huge benefit to people who are, trying to be competitive in the game and get those maxed out mods with 5 speed hits. Catch up to the monsters who've been playing the game for 3 years, 5 years, whatever. Rotofire says, what did you use to beat Kenobi at the end? I can't seem to get through it. I used my Padme team, and I also used an Empire team, I think. I think that's actually in one of my streams. I think at the end of one of my streams, I did it. We did, this I think we did with Padme, complete the battle while at least 1 attacker's in the squad, so we did that. 100,000 damage, we did that. And then attack out of turn 20 times. I think we just threw the Geos in there and did that or something. But yeah, this we did with Padme. But I have some pretty good discs too, so that feels pretty good. Maybe we did it with troopers. I wonder if we did that with troopers. Yeah, I feel like... Let's just check this with troopers. If we can live through the initial damage. Yeah, no. That's bad for us. Yeah, I think we just did it with Padme. Pretty sure that's what we did. But we got huge damage ramping on this thing. All right. Come on, give us a turn. Yikes. Okay, we're not going to get through it with troopers. Yeah, Padme with good discs, I think. Vader might be able to do something against this team too if you can somehow get rid of all those tenacity up buffs. The tenacity up is the killer. Alright, I don't want to waste a bunch of time over there. My gas tore right through the JMK at the end. Was silly to watch. Nice. I watched the Conquest videos in the background while doing my own Conquest, says Fellhammer. That's cool. Ilya says, is the EP lead Zeta helpful to take out Relic Geos with Vader? Some mixed feelings about that Zeta. Oh, the Zetas, it's good in general. So what'll happen, you'll do Merciless Massacre. If you got the Palpatine lead, you do Merciless Massacre. If you kill at least one Geo, that counts as the debuffs going away for turn meter. When Vader finishes Merciless Massacre and gets his last turn, actually the other Empire characters will all go before Vader because they'll have like 196% turn meter, and they'll be at a higher percent than his 100%. So you'll actually get to go with Palpatine and do some other turns before it goes back to Vader for his last turn. And that can sometimes get you another good Culling Blade and get some more kills. So, yes, the Zeta is useful. It's just in general useful. I think in terms of a tier list of Zetas, I would definitely put it as a B tier Zeta. It's not A tier. Definitely not S tier. So if you said S tier is the must-have Zetas, A is really good, then I would say, for me, at least, Palpatine's kind of a B. It's, get it if you can. If you use that a lot, it's cool. And if not, I mean, on my main account, I did without it for a very long time. Just didn't have. But, let me talk about that for just a second. So I'll address that question better than I did. Somebody asked me, like, why I don't have Zetas on a lot of the characters on my main account. And I really don't. I'm missing a lot of Zetas on my main account. And people keep asking why that is. So let me answer that. There is a very simple and elegant explanation for it. I don't know if it's elegant, but we're going to claim that. All right, so here's the deal. If you build up all of these characters very slowly over time, like I'm doing on the Loquitur account, I get Zetas about at the rate of characters that deserve Zetas. On my main account, I spent money. So if we go over here and take a look at the main account, I got it relinked now. So if we look at the main account and look at these Zetas that we got on the main account, you can see I got quite a chunk on the characters up top here that I care about. So I've been able to get a lot of Zetas on them. But as you start to go down, you start to notice a lot of characters that are missing Zetas that probably should have them. And the reason for that is simple. I spent money on this account, and because I spent money, I pushed the account ahead of where progress would normally be. And you can't buy Zetas, or at least I'm not going to buy Zetas. CG values Zetas ridiculously. Like they think Zeta materials are worth $5 per Zeta shard or something like that. It is incredible what they charge out of the shop. So suffice to say, in my opinion, you just can't buy Zetas. So I've pushed my account ahead on relics, and then you just can't keep up with the Zetas. Like putting that's why my CLS team is just the forgotten squad. And in terms of what you can commit to, that's the team that I ended up just saying, look, I'll get back to them someday. I'll work on their mods, I'll work on their Zetas, but I just no Zetas on CLS. Chewbacca, R2, just got his Zeta like a couple months ago. So that's the problem. If you use your financial resources to push your account ahead, then you really do just end up missing a lot of Zetas. The resistance stuff, if I sort my characters by resistance, if we look at resistance, like I'm building Rey, and I'm saving up Zetas for the actual Galactic Legend. But if you look at the whole resistance team, the lineup, I've got one Zeta on Jedi Training Rey. And that's it. Well, BB-8 has his Zeta too. But you can't keep up. You can't keep up with the amount of Zetas that you need. All right, we got the let's go. So we got to get back to Loquitur. We got to catch up on chat real quick and then get into this Grand Arena. All right. Area 501st is here. Hey, man. I didn't get the max crate, didn't get the right RNG for data discs, so I couldn't get through Kenobi at the end. You can still get red box without getting Kenobi at the end. So, I mean, if I looked at my missing quests and all that stuff, I have 21 points worth of other stuff that I could get even if I couldn't beat Kenobi at all. And try this. Go to the stores and try initial tether tech to put ability block on them right away, and try speed or the protection one that gives you massive protection. You can also try initial frenzy so that once one of your characters goes, everybody gets a turn. It at least gets you a first round in there to get established. So try some of the tech out of the shops. If you can't bust through that end battle, go back, commit a few resources to it, see if you can get it. I did mine with JKR, then threw in a couple boosters to get JMK at 21. Cleared it initially with Empire Team, had a weak spot, along with critical debuffs and caustic emissions. Nice. Yeah, tenacity up doesn't matter then because those buffs are irresistible. Nice. Mine's at R4 with the rest of Jedi being R5. Okay, that must be a different comment. I realize that spending money gives you progress, a lot of things except Zetas and mods. Yeah, exactly. You can never catch up on Zetas and mods. Griff says, congrats on beating 6 million. Yeah, I don't know if that's congrat worthy. DL, are you going to watch the CG versus CC event on Tuesday? I don't know. I probably not. It's from what I understood, they're not going to do it live. They were going to do a recording of it and make a short video. If they do it live, I'll try to catch it. Ewok Zeta OP for C-3PO. Rip. You can't ability block Kenobi. He can remove all the buffs and debuffs at the start of the battle. Yes, but then he has to use that skill to do it. Deadly Catalyst makes the JMK battle about 10,000 times easier. Yeah, but I don't know. On my main account, I got to say, on my main account, I got absolutely trash discs. Trash. And it has been so hard this time around to get through those feats because my discs are a disaster. I got 0 purple discs. I got weak spot, but I didn't get any of the damage over time discs. It's bad. Yeah. The discs I got on my main account are bad, so I'm having a rough time with getting the red box this time. But we got to do it for Maul. So I've just had to take some losses and spend a couple of the 100 energy refreshes with like a 50% success rate. My Night Sisters can't do anything. My Bad Batch team is horrible. It fails like 60% of the time. So I just really got a rough go. But that's the way it goes. You know, you don't get a purple disc and it's tough. All right, let's get on in here. Let's see what we got this time. Our opponent last time, we already knew how this was going to go. We stalled out against that Jedi Knight Revan. He did clear one zone. He didn't even try my nest. He said, yeah, that's whatever. I won. And he got one zone. Cleared us just for that one zone, and that was all it took. So that was a loss, and Yodino is our next opponent. Yodino. 2.2 million galactic power, 800 in ships, 1.4 in characters. His fleet, like a lot of the people that we see, he is not keeping up with his fleet stuff to the extent that I promote on my channel. So maybe a Galactic Republic fleet here with these 3 ships that's pretty weak, a Geo fleet that's pretty weak, no relic Geos, the Silencers, Gear 11, and then this big TIE Advanced, which again, the TIE Advanced does tons of damage, but this ship is so fragile. How are you protecting it? He doesn't have a good Hound's Tooth to protect it. He doesn't have the Imperial TIE Bomber to protect it. So it's, this is way too much commitment. Look at this. You could have 2 Relic 7 characters for the price of the ship. And I guarantee they would do more for your account than that TIE Advanced is doing. Huge advantage for us in ships. Character-wise, we've got Revan, we've got Darth Revan, but we don't have the Malak that I saw yet. Let's just check and make sure, because he might be lower gear and down there somewhere. No Malak. He does have good troopers, though. Gotta assume that those troopers are going to be mainly on offense. Vader on offense, Traya on offense. So probably a Darth Revan team somewhere on defense. I love that he's building up the Traya, Nihilus, and Scion. I love the Triumvirate. I think they're definitely worth relicking. So that's interesting. He's got Old Ben relict, Grandmaster Yoda. So it's interesting. Like when I first looked at it, I thought he was going for Sith Eternal Emperor. But then there's just a lot of stuff in here that doesn't fit that build. And a lot of Gear 12s with partial Gear 13, which you guys know how I feel about this. If you're going to Gear 13 it, commit, do it. Don't mess around with this, partial business. And then just a bunch of stuff in the middle. So I feel like if he brings Vader, the troopers on offense, Revan on offense, I'm going to be facing a pretty weak defense. So I made a few adjustments, and we threw down a defense similar to what we did last time, but I put weaker teams in front of ships. We'll just let him go ahead and have ships. These teams should be able to cost him a few banners at least, and then we'll try to hold this back zone with some decent teams back here. Again, we definitely lightened up. We took the relic defenses out of the back, and we said, look, he's got a lot of offense. He's probably going to push through. That's fine. If he leaves it on defense, he's not going to have enough offense. If he takes it on offense, then his defenses are going to be weak. And that's what he did. He placed some pretty weak defenses. This team is actually more scary than it looks because the Galactic Republic have pretty good synergy. I don't have a Kylo to kill that, so we'll have to do something there. And then we've got the double Kylo team here. And some Separatists up top. TK is in the house. Hey, TK. Greasy Greaser says, thanks for being you, not being over the top. Hey, appreciate that, man. That's one of the best compliments I get. And, sometimes people ask questions and they don't expect me to respond, or, they think that streamers are too busy to help. And I love to help, so I give people some pretty detailed answers sometimes. And a lot of people are impressed by that. And they're like, man, I never thought I would get so much help from from somebody with a YouTube channel. So those are the kind of compliments that I really love. Well, love to help people. All right, so let's see. How are we doing on likes? We are very behind on likes. You guys are making me put up the like begging screen, so here we go. Begging for likes, as always. Help me power those things up. Use your like saber, stab it, slash it, slice it, dice it, get it out of here so that we can get these troopers powered up and get them going. All right. Ark Survival said, had the same thought before I started asking questions. I asked him in Discord, and you were the one to answer. Speaks volumes about how you feel about your community. Yeah, no, I love it. I can't say enough good stuff about our Discord. I'll make the announcement when we're done with Loquitur, so if I don't, remind me. We got a big announcement about free stuff to go through. Free stuff! I should have done it right at the start of the video. Got everybody's attention. All right, so Old Republic. We want to try to get through these teams with the minimum effort so that we can see that back wall. Now, with these damage over times, maybe somebody can tell me, are any of these damage over times unresistible? I've never even looked at that. Potency, 30% potency, tenacity, crit avoidance. When they use their basic. So can we use Dooku here? Can we just let Dooku carve these guys up with his good tenacity? Just do like Dooku Watt. We're going to have teams left over no matter what, because whatever they have on the back wall can't be that great. We've got Padme, we've got troopers, we've got a lot of stuff. We could take something like Jedi in here. I feel like against this team we need something good, though. We need something good. Something decent, at least. I don't know, maybe Watt Dooku and just let him do his thing. And then we could take something down here like the Mon Mothma team. Dooku probably one-shots them. Should we put Watt in with Dooku just to make sure that we can clear the debuffs, or is that gonna that's just gonna cost us the battle, right? It's just gonna cost us Dooku. Well, he can cleanse himself. Let's think about this. Do we need Watt? I don't think we need Watt, but I don't really have another team that needs him. So we'll put in Watt and we'll try to keep him alive. And that way, if there is tenacity down or something like that I'm forgetting about, at least we'll be able to cleanse our debuffs at the start. All right, let's shock Candrass. Get him going. We should just be able to go right through this guy. Zalabar. Salad bar. This, right? Get some heal over times going. Okay. That's good. We can shock Candrass again. Okay, Watt just needs to take a couple turns and get all of his life back with his heal over time. It's not going to be enough. Not going to be enough. Oh, I could have gone under stealth and bought one more turn. That's fine. 53 banners is good enough. And then here, let's just take our little Mon Mothma team. Where do I have them assigned? Flex? Wait, what? Where are they? Where's Mon? Oh, there we go. There we go. We'll take that team in real quick. Watt wasn't needed. Nope. Watt was not needed. Okay. Let's get this going so we can start getting rid of some buffs. Throw a grenade over here. And then we got to get rid of this Sith Marauder because he's going to... Oh. Doesn't he get extra turn meter for our attacks out of turn, or does he not have enough skill to do that or something? I feel like that's a thing. I know it's a thing in his kit. Or was that Sith Assassin? Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong character. All right. This should be easy. We're looking for a good, clean 54 banners out of this. Full health, full protection. Oh, dazed. Dazed. Okay. Throw the grenade again. Get that armor down. That hurts the Sith Empire Trooper a lot since he's based on armor. All right. Doing good. What I wish we had is a rebel fighter that could remove turn meter. That would be fantastic. All right. What do we got on the back here? Interesting. We've got a Vader team. He put Vader on defense. Interesting, interesting. So that's the only team that I've found so far that's actually a threat. We can trooper that. We can nest this. And I don't think this team even has enough to... worry about, right? We can just do nest with no Kira. You know what? I'm not worried about it. I might lose a few banners, but don't care. All right, well, let's not be hasty. Let's back out of this and re-look at the front. Make sure we know what we're going to do here. So this team, we can Padme. I mean, we have a Padme team. We can use it somewhere, so this is good. We can use Jedi here, I think. Yeah, let's clear these out first. So we do Padme here, maybe Vader, maybe something else up there. Then back here, we do nest here. No, we can do troopers here, nest, and leftovers. All right. Ellis Hurst says, sure, you can hear. Congrats on 1K. Ha, thanks, man. DL definitely has the most pragmatic and the most fan-friendly channel, Discord. All the people in there are so knowledgeable. Yeah, no, I like it. And what impresses me is how infrequently we need to moderate. Like, a lot of times, you know, you get somebody in the chat who's just, like, being all wacky. And we really don't get too much of that in the channel. Occasionally, people get a little bit out of control. But for the most part, people are pretty chill, pretty respectful. Which is good. TK says, a fat fingered a team selection in my Grand Arena and ended up using JKR, Grandmaster Yoda, and Stark instead of Bindo and still won. Nice. Yeah, TK. It's not like I've ever done that before. Yeah, whatever. Picking C instead of... oh, excuse me, instead of Palpatine. Mithri says, greetings from Austria. You're one of the few Americans who actually know where my country is. Nice. TK says, near Germany. Best Treebeard voice. Don't be hasty. The infrequent need for moderation is a very positive feature. Yeah, it is. Would you pause character farming to farm gear 13? Para. No, I would always do some of each. So if you watch my Loquitur account updates and how that I farm, I'm always working on a character to gear 13. Pretty much always working on a character. And then in addition to that, I'm farming shards always for my next project. So like right now, I'm finishing up Sith Eternal Emperor, but I'm also starting farm things for Kenobi. I'm still farming ships. So I'm constantly farming stuff while also working on Gear 13 or working on, you know, whatever that current project is. All right, what do we want here? Jedi? I feel like my little Jedi team is plenty good enough here. Let's send them on in. Well, C is Palpatine, but Palpatine isn't C. Believe me, when you're planning on using your Sith Eternal Emperor as a counter for a Galactic Legend and you accidentally pick it against the Geo team, it's a mistake. There's no other way to think of it as anything else but a mistake. You definitely do not want to pick C against Geos when you need him against the Galactic Legend. That's what I did through the whole GAC. But But I won. I still, if I remember correctly, even though I blundered, I still won that GAC because he'd put so much on defense. But still, it's definitely not the way you want to lose your full clear. All right. Ships. Let's see what we got over here. Nothing to be afraid of here. I think we can I think we can one-shot this, right? We can one-shot that with our Geos. I don't think this is going to be fast enough to stop us, but it might be. We'll bring in Plo. See if he needs to save the day. All right. We're a couple likes away from success on the troopers. Trooper warning. Please. Power up my troopers, guys. Get them there. Get them over the hump. These troopers. These troopers. All right. So Piet, Stark goes, Veers goes, and then Vader. You know what? I may not kill Vader first. I may actually kill one of the other guys first, because there's a chance that Vader doesn't die to this. So let's kill Palpatine first. Easy kill. Make sure we get our turn meter train rolling. Then it's no problem. Vader goes down. Thrawn goes down. 54 banners. Snap of a finger, and it's over. All right, here we're just going to nest. Kick Trey out. I did like that little Trey nest thing that we did that one time. That was pretty fun. All right. Let's just get a big hit. My nest goes first? Those are some slow Geos if my nest is going first. Because my nest is kind of putsy. Not a fast nest. How do you balance farming signal data with farming characters on Cantina nodes? Well, GWG, I used a lot of Cantina refreshes earlier in the game. I had a real big focus on that. If I only did a couple fleet refreshes, maybe one fleet refresh, 2 mod refreshes, I saved other energy types just to make sure that I could always get my Cantina refreshes early game. Then probably 2 or 3 months ago, I stopped using the Cantina refreshes routinely, and I just started doing 6 Cantina refreshes a week on when the daily quest is spend any energy, and when the daily quest is spend Cantina energy, I do that to score points. And basically, I have not farmed a Cantina character in 7 months. So that's it. I mean, I really don't balance between the two, except for with refreshes. If I need a character out of there, then I have to do refreshes to keep up. Because if I can relic a character every 2 or 3 weeks, then I have to pretty much use all my Cantina energy on signal data. So it's not a very good balance. LSUFUR is an example. So I need her for the Kenobi journey. And she comes out of Cantina, but she also comes out of the guild store. So I'm farming her very slowly over time, getting shards out of the guild store when they're available. And I'll avoid farming her on the Cantina altogether because she's got an alternate source. So that's what I would say. If there's an alternate source for the character, Ezra Bridger, same way whenever I decided to build the Phoenix. I never farmed a shard of Ezra Bridger. Maybe I did a tiny bit out of the Cantina, but I just bought him out of the fleet shop. You can get him out of the fleet store, so there's no reason for me to Cantina farm him. So if there's an alternate source, get him from there. If there's not an alternate source, then my answer would be refreshes. You gotta commit to the refreshes to get those characters. Now, if you're doing 100 refresh, the 3 refreshes at 100 every day, and you can't balance it, then I don't know how you're relicing characters that fast. That would seem too fast to me. All right, so we got this team here, and it's all we got left is this Vader team. Vader on defense was a curious choice. Vader on the back wall on defense is not horrible. It's not a bad decision. A lot of people won't save something good, and if they can't get past Vader's speed with the Palpatine lead, he'll do Force Crush, immediately go into Merciless Massacre, take a bunch of banners, kill somebody. So, yeah, it's a matter of account speed. If you don't have enough account speed to get past that Vader, he can really be a problem. I've put him on defense before. I think last 3v3 round we used him a couple times on defense. All right, let's get this fleet in here. Should we use Tarkin or should we use... My Malevolence really isn't very good yet, though. I have a Relic Tarkin and a Gear 11 Grievous. Yeah, I feel like I'd probably be better off with Tarkin. You know, I haven't experimented around with this enough to know. I should probably do some testing in Fleet Arena and figure that out. But yeah, we have not done that, so I'm more comfortable with Tarkin. Merle's Wizard says hello. Hope you're having a great weekend. It's good so far. Lazy Saturday morning. Wake up, chill out, put some water in the pool, do a stream. All right, let's get some ability block on these guys. We got an expose on Vader. He's done. Look at that. Look at that Relic 7 TIE Advanced. You see that, guys? That right there. That's why I really don't like that ship. Early game, it's just way too hard to keep that thing alive. Interesting, he took off all of my buzz droids with one hit. All right, let's do this to try to get some banners back. Let's get turn meter back, and let's try to finish this guy before he gets a reinforcement. Yeah, all right, 66. That's good banners. Dem's good banners, boys. 1824. That's a good clear. That's a good clear. I used a lot of offense. I think he gets a 3-zone clear. I think he'll take out all the stuff that I have on defense and just be stuck on ships. With that Vader on defense, I don't know what he could have for ships that would contest my Negociator. I think he's just done. He's just done. All right, on my main account, I want to show you guys this. I'm very happy with my currency in the store over here. Check this out. It's true Sith currency going on. We got to be careful not to gain or lose any more of these credits for a little while. I can just appreciate the Sithness. Is that bad? I mean, is it somehow considered to be either bad taste or religious sacrilege to put that number up on the screen and make fun of it? I don't know. I don't know. So maybe if somebody's sensitive to that, tell me. Am I not supposed to put 666 up on the screen? If that's the case, then I'll refrain from doing it in the future. I just think it's funny. Got the beast on my credits. Mata McCurry says, oh my, scary. Yeah, it's Halloween. Halloween, scary. TK says, I use my 3 refresh for signal data and the rest for characters. Unless the character is needed now, then I'll skip signal data for a day or two. That's fair enough, TK. Only thing strong enough to break that currency stack is a 5-unit pack of stun guns. Yeah, I tell you guys, I am not spending my Conquest money on anything but these shards. I don't buy anything but the character shards, and yet every Conquest, this number goes down. Like, I don't understand what it is that I'm doing wrong, but every time I end up with fewer currency, and I feel like it should be going up, not down. Like, there's no currency left for me. I had like 716 or something like that going in here. So I'm ending up like 50 currency short, and I don't know. I'm baffled. Like, I must be spending it somehow, but I just don't understand. Don't get it. Do not comprehend. I don't grok. That's from 2001, right? Grok, the word grok. The number of the beast is 616, not 666, so it's wrong anyway? Really? Huh. Why do you say that, Fellhammer? I'm curious. The mark of the beast is 666. How's the cat event going? We've got 53 shards from the cat event so far. So the number of the beast would have been... it would have been in Roman times, right? When the first writings of Revelations, it would have... so the number of the beast would have been DCLXVI. It would not have been a numerical number, right? It would have been Roman numerals. It's a mistranslation of the original text. Yeah, because it definitely would not have been base 10-digit numbers. Whatever the original text was, it would not have been base 10. It would not have been 666. It would have been something different. Missing No says, Iron Maiden lied to me. Could be. All right, you guys ready for the big announcement? Everybody knows this who's in Discord already, but for anybody who's not in Discord, there's two things that you need to know. There's two very important things. So the first thing is, if you're not in Discord, you can join our Discord. Right now we've got a contest going on. I'm giving away 4 gift certificates, $25 each. The winners will just need to tell me an email address and whether or not they want an Apple card or a Google Play card, and we'll give everybody $25, and that should allow people to buy the $20 crystal pack out of the store, whatever they want to do with it, don't care. But you can get one or the other card. Any Discord member can just go in there and join. So if you're on Discord, get in there, sign up for free stuff. It'll close out. It'll pick the winners next Friday. And yeah, there you go. I'm giving back to the community. I don't have any sponsors or anything yet. Nobody's even hinted that they want to sponsor anything on my channel, so I don't have sponsored gifts to give away. So this is out of my pocket. I'm giving back to the community. And then the second thing y'all need to know, Patreons have their own giveaway. So they get to participate in a giveaway for a $50 gift certificate. So there's obviously much fewer of them and a higher chance to win. And they get more of a prize because they're helping me. They're supporting me every month. And, you know, when I get enough money through Patreon, I'm going to be able to afford a new camera. I'm zooming in on the Sony A6400 as my next webcam that I'm going to get to try to upgrade my video. So, you know, the Patreon people really help me with that. So if you're a patron, if you join the Patreon, if you're a patron, did I say Discord? I think maybe I misspoke earlier. But Patreons. So if you're a Patreon person, man, I really appreciate you all, and you're helping me out a lot. So we're giving them a $50 gift card. And again, there's plenty of time. If you want to become a patron by next Friday, you can get in on that sign up. There's some stuff that I offer to Patreon supporters that I don't offer to everybody else. There's some videos over there about how to pick and set defenses, kind of like my strategies on defenses, which most, loyal fans will know because you've seen me do this before on the channel. But also, I'm available every Tuesday and Thursday night. I just hang out in the Discord in the patron area. And if you need help with your roster, help setting teams for Grand Arena, whatever people need help with, I just chill out there and help the patron folks. And so that's, $4 a month gets you pretty good access to information to help whatever you need. Just like there's an Ask Loquitur channel, there's a special Patreon channel for asking questions that gets prioritized. So it does get you all the attention you could want, I would think. So for the price of $4 a month, it helps me out a ton, and it gets you in a better bracket for the little giveaway we got going on. So there you go, guys. $150 worth of prizes that I'm giving back to the community. So get on over there, click the button, sign up, make sure you're entered in those competitions. If you're afraid of Discord, if you don't know what Discord is and you think to yourself, man, I don't know, I've never done this before, I'm kind of scared of it. You know, trying new things can be a barrier. I'm telling you, just download Discord and click the button. It couldn't be easier. And you get in there, you get into a great community. It's like a chat board, a forum. There's funny stuff in the memes section. It's even if you've never used Discord before, our Discord is probably one of the best ones you could join and start and be part of that community. And if you want to be part of a really good guild, you pretty much have to have Discord. All of the good guilds are going to expect you to have Discord. They're going to expect you to be in the guild Discord and follow the communications that they post around territory wars and territory battles and those kinds of things. So if that's a barrier, skip it. Get in there. Get into the competition. Try to get you a free $25. All right, let's catch up on chat over here. John, who wrote Revelations, was likely Greek, but Greece was in the Roman Empire at the time. Interesting. Nick Wilson says, I'm going to join Patreon once I get some of these real-life bills paid. Yeah, real-life bills probably take precedent over helping Loquitur for sure. Ellis Hurst says, the biblical 7 represents completeness. The emphasis of 6 3 times in a row represents the imperfection of mankind and its government. Okay. All right. So 666 is just, you know, it's not 777 in 3 different ways. Interesting. Nice. Phil Hammer says, it's a pleasure to support this community on Patreon. I love the community. 616 might be the fax number of the beast. Maybe it's Mr. Beast. The number of the beast was referred in Papyrus as 115 and 616, written in Greek. Interesting. Look at all these things I didn't know. Of course, these kinds of things have to be researched. I mean, you shouldn't take for granted what people tell you. Logan says, I just joined now. Thanks, DL. Love watching your beginner's guides. Yeah, I need to do the follow-up question. I need to do the follow-ups. Discord and Reddit are the best communities. Yeah, missing no. That's cool. Reddit can be a handful sometimes, though. There are a lot of angry, negative people in Reddit that are willing to jump on your posts in a hurry and say all kinds of nasty stuff. How does one become a Patreon member? In all of my video descriptions, if you just do the show more button, I've got a bunch of links, and you'll be able to see the link to the Patreon. Just click that. It'll take you to the Patreon page. Also, in the announcement for the free stuff in Discord, I do believe Vader posted a link also over there. So in the Discord, you can actually click that link to get to Patreon as well. Mata McCurry says, I didn't know it either and did a quick Google search. Zymergy says, the internet lies. There's a guy that does some pretty cool videos. He does historical quotations and stuff like that. I can't remember the exact name of the channel, but he did a series of videos on, you know, is Jesus a real person? Is he a historical character? Can we go back in history and what's actually written that's not religiously biased or in some other way biased? And can we find mentions of the person? And he goes through some ancient texts and like sorts out the viable mentions where other Roman authors of the time, and let's say right after the time, did indeed write of the person, and it's referenced, and the validity of those statements is kind of also discussed on the channel. So just, you know, whether you're religious or not, whether you're a Christian or not, these videos are interesting because they just kind of, they show there was this person in history. Well, like, you can deny all you want whether Jesus Christ was the Savior, but you can't deny that he was a historical figure of significance and is written about in histories. So it's pretty cool. It's interesting. It's very interesting, and he does a very neutral job of kind of going through the stuff. And I don't know why I'm talking about this on my channel, but I'm interested in all kinds of things, and those kinds of things intrigue me, especially when people are scientific about it. You know, when they're not going for sensationalism and clicks, they're going for like a scholastic approach to the truth. All right, that looks like it's going to be it, boys and girls. I've farmed out all but 2 battles right now, and we've got 55 cat shards. So that looks like it's going to be my haul. 55 cat shards in total. I wasn't on the screen when I did that, but I just used up my Loquitur energy and got 2 more cat shards. All right. Metatron is the one. That could be. I love these conversations. Like, I love the fun stuff that just somehow comes up in the channel. That's awesome. All right. So we talked about the free stuff. We talked about... what else is there to talk about? What other questions do you guys have? We talked about Cat. We'll take a quick look at ALEURA's Conquest on my main account here. So the feats, I still have 4 of these Night Brother feats to do, so we'll get some points there. I'm working through these quests on the end. We'll get the Geo ones for sure. We'll get the No Battles one for sure. We'll get the Bad Batch. I've been playing around with this really... Whoa. Clicked completely out of it. I've been playing around with this little Bad Batch team, trying to figure out how to, like, beat Relic 8 characters with Bad Batch. And I've got this little team that's working quite well. I'll put it up here just in case anybody might find themselves in a similar situation in the future. So what you try to do is you try to hide the entire team behind a big tank. And what I was doing is I was using Wat Tambor to put tank tech on Kylo Ren. But it was very random, and they killed off my Bad Batch characters. You can see these guys are 4 stars, gear 10. I guess Hunter's a little better gear. But I actually figured out that it's better in this comp to put weapon tech over here onto tech. And then after they've taken just a couple turns and, you know, hit people, then I can get my guys under stealth right away. And then the only choice they have left is to hit Kylo. So then as long as I can stay under stealth, then we can get this done. And this takes a while. It's kind of tedious. But yeah, this is the value of having this monster SLKR Relic 8. Because, you know, he can just sit here and tank these guys the whole time. And we did get massively overpowered on this account, but it's really not that good of a disc. It's hard to use. But in this particular situation, trying to get kills with very low-level characters, then the massively overpowered is actually a pretty cool thing. Pretty cool thing. Although Kylo does tend to get quite a few kills because he counterattacks a lot. Alright, and there's a kill with Bad Batch. Hiding our low gear characters here. And the fact that they can go into stealth is just, it's what allows this to work. Because if they couldn't go into stealth, then probably wouldn't work. I've done this with tank tech on lower level stuff. But These guys all have single target too. I've talked before in my videos about trying to get at least a team somewhere as you go through where you get a team that has a bunch of single target damage. Because anything with area effect, this wouldn't work. If they did area effects, they would, you know, kill my guys, kill my little guys. But because these guys are all single target damage with the Phoenix, then we can make this work. All right. Boom. Guess we'll just throw a knife. And then this should get one. Nope, he didn't have overpowered. Yeah, Kylo stole the kill at the end. Not bad, though. One of those scenarios with if I only had a Malik it comes to mind. Yeah, so we only need 2 more Bad Batch kills. We'll definitely get that. We'll definitely get that. Alright, well, let's... I don't have any account reviews set up right now, so let me just take a quick second. Try to get in here and see if we've got an account to review that we can do. Get this opened up. Okay. Hersh. Let's take a look at this account and see if this person is active. All right, looks active. Looks active to me. Let's green him out over here. And then let's drop a note in Discord in case that person is around. All right, and then let's see. What are we looking at here for stats? 2 million galactic power, 882 in ships, 1230 in characters. That's a real good balance. That's what we like to see. 13 in fleets with a negotiator fleet, 82 in characters with a Revan team. In terms of ship inventory, we've got good Galactic Republic stuff. Although it's a weak Hound's Tooth. The BTL is 6 stars. So he's probably using the BTLB. Let's take a look at his fleet here. He's using the Hound's Tooth. Okay, so my first advice, if you're going to use this Hound's Tooth as one of your starting 3, that needs to be a Relic Bosk. You really need to have a Relic Bosk if that's going to be in your starting ships. At 6 stars, this is already good enough to be your starting tank. So I would suggest right away replacing your starting tank with this BTLB. You can use the Hound's Tooth as a reinforcement if you need to. He's got Geos. That's good. So he's got the Negotiator. He's built up the Executrix. Looks like he's also invested in the Chimera. So he's got 3 ships. That's fair enough. That's fine. Ghost Phantom. Is there a Vulture droid in here? It doesn't look like a hyperdrive bundle. So it looks non-hyperdrive, but then he's invested in the Ghost and Phantom. So he's got kind of a third Rebel fleet up and coming with some Rebel ships. Okay. I can easily see that, you know, as we're going from 2 to 3 million when we need 4 fleets. We would have the Galactic Republic fleet, the Geo fleet, and then to have this Rebel fleet, I would say make sure that you get Grief Karga and the pilotless Rebel tank. They come off the same node, so just farm Grief Karga over in fleet, and you'll get that Rebel Y-Wing tank. I think that would be important. And really, that's all you need to get a 3rd fleet. And then, of course, you got 1 million galactic power to figure out your 4th fleet. All right. Let's catch up on chat over here. What do you think the gear changes will be? Well, they've already said that they're going to change to the daily output and challenges, so I know that's going to be a big part of it. So, yeah, I don't know that the gear changes are going to be what we're looking for. If you look at the way that you get Carbantes, I assume that they're just going to do stun cuffs and stun guns. And then, just like you get Carbantes out of one challenge, you'll get stun cuffs and stun guns. And that's, I don't know that we're going to get much more than that. I would say prepare to be disappointed. Prepare to be a little bit disappointed with the gear crunch changes. It's not going to be as much as you want. That's my prediction. All right, in terms of characters here, we've got 2 Revens and a Malak. Got a Padme team going on. Brood Alpha, Sith Marauder, Daka 5s, Nest at Relic 4. And then we've got Palpatine, Tarkin, Piet Dooku. So it looks to me like we built the Revens. We built some other good characters like Kenobi, Geo Brood Alpha, etc. And then we're going for the Sith Eternal Emperor. So I see a lot of those requirements at the right level for Sith Eternal Emperor, so that makes sense to me as what he's doing as his next big project. I like the Bindo for the Revan team, the Malak and the Darth Revan. So this is and Bastila down here. So this is nice. This is like a good gladiator path. Some more stabilization with Nest and Night Sister Cheese. With Daka, you can do some interesting things with that. And then he's going for Sith Eternal at 2 million galactic power. So this is nice. I like this. I think this is a good strategy, a well-built account. Let me get over there and see if he had any specific questions for us in terms of what's going on. Any ways to improve fleet without investing in Bosk and Houndstooth? Currently building out a Galactic Republic fleet. Yeah, so this was a long time ago. And maybe ideas for next project after Malak. So you picked the right next project. I think Sith Eternal is good. I think we talked about fleets. Invest in the Houndstooth. Relic the Bosk. You know, you've already got that ship. What was it, 6 stars? No, 7 stars. You've already got a 7-star Houndstooth. Just finish out the Bosk. Get him to Relic, 1 at least. Relic 3 maybe. He's fantastic as a character. You can just put a little bounty hunter team together with Bosk, and then automatically the opponent has to bring something to beat it in Grand Arena. Because just a Relic level Bosk by himself with decent mods is already so much health and protection recovery that if they don't bring in a good damage dealing team, they won't get through him. So it's a team for free in Grand Arena. You don't even have to have other good bounty hunters. Just have a Relic Bosk. That's the threat. His ship is good. Bosk as a character is good. Definitely worth putting the Relic on. I think. My opinion. Definitely worth. DL, what would you like to see from the road ahead? And Ranger hinted that the Fennec Shard will be needed for a new character. Who do you think that will be? They link the new stuff to other new stuff all the time. I expressed my opinion on the Kyber Council. I believe that the next marquee character is going to be a version of Boba Fett from The Mandalorian 2. Just like we got Fennec Shand, I think we're going to get like Boba Fett from the end of the movie. And then I think they're going to introduce a new ship in Conquest. The next round of Conquest will be a new version of Boba Fett's ship, which I understand that Disney refuses to refer to now as Slave One because I guess it implies slavery, which they don't want to do. So there's some political discussion of whether or not it's going to be Slave One still or some other name on Boba Fett's ship. But I think the ship will be in Conquest. And then just like, you know, the Razor Crest, if you want to Razor Crest, you have to get Beskar Armor Mando. I think if you want the new ship for Boba Fett, and then I think Fennec Shand and Boba will be the two pilots in that ship. It'll be a 2-pilot ship. So that's my thoughts. Just speculation. I don't know. I'd like to see a 5-pilot ship. Maybe they'll do Fennec, Boba, Bo-Katan, Mandalorian, and Cara Dune. She was the other one who was in there, right? Maybe they'll all be pilots for the ship. Can you imagine a 5-crew ship? That would be ugly. But please don't do that. That would be horrible. But yeah, I think Fennec and Boba piloting a ship. And that'll be the next Conquest reward. Hugo says, I'm Hersh. Thanks for the review. Bloated fleet early on, trying to get it better at the moment. It doesn't look bad at all. I mean, and the fact that you've got some Rebel ships, I think, like I said, if you farm up the Rebel tank, you can do Wedge's X-Wing, or Biggs's X-Wing, and the other tank, and you can have a small version of the Biston's U-Wing. You don't even have to build it up that much. So you do 2 tanks and Biston's U-Wing, and then you bring in the Ghost and Phantom as reinforcements, and already it's a surprisingly dangerous fleet because of all the assists. Even with smaller ships, it just does a ton of damage. So yeah, I mean, you don't have bad stuff. You've got the beginnings of a 3rd fleet already. So I definitely think you'll be able to recapture that galactic power effectively. So that's awesome. All right, so let's look at these characters. We gotta take a quick look at mods here. 342 speed on Revan. Nice. Loquitur likes. Approved. Check mark. I like a good fast Darth Revan. So there you go. Let's check out these mods. 22 speed maxed out. 25, 24, 22. Of course, the speed. All right, guys. All 5 mods with 5 rolls in speed. Love it. All right, Dooku. 302 speed. A little bit of tenacity. Potency on a tenacity. Just so you guys know, I never keep well, I shouldn't say never, because there may be 1 or 2. But typically, if I get a tenacity cross, I am only ever looking for tenacity on it. But that fits nicely on Dooku, right? Because he wants potency to get the stun here to stick. And tenacity's not a bad stat to have on Dooku so that he doesn't get dazed. So it's not bad. He's got protection here so that he can recover protection with his Zeta. Does he have? Okay, he doesn't have the protection recovery. You might want to consider the Zeta on him. I built him up, I put the Zeta on him, and I've been surprised at how much weight he's pulled in Grand Arena on the Loquitur account. Really, he's really surprised me. Putting Dooku and Watt together in a team, and we've taken out lots of, Gear 11, Gear 12 teams with that. 301 speed on the JKR. 42% crit damage. Speed, 12 speed. So these mods are, 6-dot mods that we can hit with a slice. This is no problem. I would hit that with at least 2 slices to see if we get more speed out of that. So I would say mod selection, what mods he's chosen to hit with the 6-dot slicing, is good. These are very reasonable, very solid mods. One bad stat line here that we've hit a couple times, but we don't mind. Tenacity, speed, protection, it's not bad. And if he can just get that 5th speed on it, it'll be awesome. So, yeah, I would say it definitely looks like you know what you're doing. Look at this, 100,000 health on Padme with 300 speed. All health sets. That's fantastic. You know what I'm going to say, though, right? You know what I'm going to say? At some point, if you get equivalent mods, if you get mods like these that are of the defense set instead of the health set, 1 or 2 defense sets on Padme is actually really a good thing. It's not bad to have all health, but defense sets actually make her more durable. Bastila Fallen is at 299. Good. So I don't think you need much advice on mods. Nah, I think you know what you're doing there. Let's just take a look at this. So 2.2 million with 21 relict characters. That is solid. That's solid control, man. That's good. That is really good. Yeah, so overall, that's a really good account for 2 million. A really good account for 2 million. Nice. All right, that was a pleasant account review to do. TK says, good looking account, Hersh. Yeah. As Flevel said it, never say never. There's almost always one exception to the rule. Yeah, exactly. Somebody will be like, I saw a mod in one of your videos that was a tenacity cross that didn't have tenacity on it. Yeah, I mean, so I always talk about the difference between a mod and a speed mod. And I think by now everybody should know that and understand it, right? Like some mods, you don't care if they're... Let's just go look at my SLKR, because he's got a couple mods on him. Like this is an offense mod, but it's an offense mod with main stat offense and 18 speed, right? Like you don't much care what else is going on with this mod because it's got 18 speed and offense main stat. This mod, offense main stat on a health mod, not that great. Not that great of substats, but 22 speed. So whether or not we love the main stats and all that stuff, the mod set, whatever, 22 speed. It's a speed mod, right? It's an offense main stat speed mod. So the rest of the stats are really kind of irrelevant. And this one got 4 hits in speed. We took it to 6 dot, got the 5th hit on speed right away, and we're done with that mod at 6 dot green. So, you know, learn to understand that like if you get a tenacity mod with a protection main stat, and you're like, oh, that mod's pretty bad, right? Well, yeah, it's not great, you know, tenacity with a protection main stat. But if it has 22 speed, you don't care. It's a 22 speed mod. And those mods you still have to work on. You have to work on till they let you down. Appreciate the review. Can't wait to finish the sea journey. Yeah, that's good. Just don't do what I did on the Loquitur account, right? So if you're on a Galactic Legend journey and you get to the point where you're ready to get your Galactic Legend, see, I did something that I probably should have thought about. I popped up all my characters before I entered the Grand Arena round, but I couldn't get C in time for the Arena round. So this first week of Grand Arena, I'm in a really bad spot. I've got all of the relics all bloated up to full, but I didn't get my Galactic Legend yet. What would have been much smarter for me to do would have been to wait and save up energy for a couple days after the Grand Arena locked in, then start the sea journey, and then by the next week, it's very possible to have your Galactic Legend already in the account. So yeah, I blew up, you know, an extra couple hundred galactic power, a bunch of relic level characters, and don't get to pay off of the Galactic Legend yet. So that was bad management on my part, but I was excited to get to that event. People wanted to see the event, so I just cashed it in and got to the event and made a good live stream out of it. So no regrets, but yeah, we definitely got bad matchups this first week of 3v3 that we're not equipped to handle. Mata McCurry says, yeah, that speed hoarding came to fruition as I unlocked my troopers this week. The mixed mods apart from speed sets on each because just because of the high speed rolls. Yeah, exactly. Max. Oh, before I forget, I'm Max Adam in Discord. And I don't know if you saw my response to your ping for account review, but my time zones are awfully timed. And I got the ping at 3 a.m. So you could just do that when you feel like it, since I might not be available for the live. Okay. Well, I tell you what, man, since you're in the chat, let's do this. Let's just get through this Grand Arena on ALEURA on my main, and then I'll do your account review today. How does that sound? We'll do the Maxademannen review after this Grand Arena round. Then we have the best of both worlds. We get your account review done. You're on the stream. Awesome. All right, last round, we had a full clear. Did a pretty good job. The opponent looked across the table and said, not worth my time. Didn't even bother. I don't know why. So, guys, again, word of advice. If you like PvP, if you play against an opponent, just like my first round on Loquitur, I mean, I felt like that opponent just had a better account than I did. Good mods, good defensive setup. I knew going into that it was probably going to be a loss. But you play those out anyway. You learn from them. You take your battles. You try to figure it out. You try to carve it up. And you learn something for the next time. And what I learned is that my Vader team does much better against the Revan team than I ever would have thought. It was a competent team. And I could have got it to the point where Yoda was dead, let it time out, and then came in with a better team to clean up JKR and Bindo, because they are much, much, much less of a threat once Yoda's out of there. So in the future now, I know how I can beat that on my Loquitur account, or a way to beat it. So even if you know you're going to lose, play it out. Play out the matchups, learn from it, figure it out. All right, so my opponent this time around, Nathan of the Jakuzas. 5.6 million galactic power, 2.43 in characters, rank 45 in fleet. What I do anymore is I look here for an executor right away. And when I don't see the executor, then I already feel pretty good about it. Double check in here, no executor available. Malevolence, Negotiator, Chimera, Finalizer, all that stuff. Tons of fleet. Look at his capital ships. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 capital ships ready to go at relic level, 2 more capital ships that he is invested in. So this guy can literally bring 7 fleets to bear. And he's got enough ships to bring about 6 good fleets. So he's got a lot of stuff in fleets. Character-wise, Jedi Master Luke, SLKR, and once again, guys, we have the formula. Although he does have Jedi Training Rey, which is not part of, the normal formula. So he's got a little bit of a deviation here. And maybe he's starting to build Galactic Legend Rey for the account. But he's got Skywalker, Grandmaster Yoda, Padme, Grievous, the Malak here, the Jango Fett Relic. Jedi Knight Luke down here, CLS, the usual, all the stuff that we're used to seeing by now. Same kind of stuff, relic level, Grievous stuff. And then pretty thick through the middle with a bunch of Gear 12 stuff. So probably better balance in the middle than what I've got. And definitely more Zetas. He out Zetas me by like 31 Zetas or something. So that's what we got. So what I did on defense is I said, okay, we're going to try to bait out Galactic Legends up front. So we tried to put some good teams up front, hoping to maybe get him to commit a Galactic Legend. He cleared everything. He cleared everything here and won. He cleared everything here and won. Not a single battle dropped for the whole Grand Arena. And then ships he hasn't even fought yet, so he's doing that thing where he's going to try to surprise us. come in later and clear out fleets. He's going to say, oh, I can't beat your fleet. I'm going to leave it there. And then, hope that we play dumb and don't look for efficiency. And then he'll come in and he'll, take 2 or 3 runs at these fleets and get them down. And then I think he has an advantage. So we're going to try to play smart. We're going to try to optimize our banners. We're not going to fall for his shenanigans pretending that he can't beat my ships when we know he can. And then, yeah. So we got that. We got our work cut out for us. So he did the exact same thing I did. He put 3 massive teams here, obviously trying to bait me out and trying to get me to use Galactic Legends. With all of his clears being one shot and no dropped battles, I feel like he probably had to use a Galactic Legend somewhere in here against the Cat team maybe. And I feel like he had to use a Galactic Legend probably back here, maybe against the Bounty Hunter team, maybe against... yeah, that's probably the only thing that I have left that could bait out a Galactic Legend. But yeah, he walked through all my stuff. So I feel like he probably had both GLs on offense. So I can spend 1 Galactic Legend here, and I think I may have to spend it on this Padme team. Because he did put a ton of potency on his Anakin. So Nest is not a good option. I would nest this if he didn't, or potency. If he didn't have potency on his Anakin, I would nest it, but he does, so that's, maybe we SLKR this. We've done Troopers before against CLS, but CLS with Han doing a shoot first is quite a threat. We've also done Triumvirate against Padme, so I might try to Triumvirate this, and then we can maybe, SLKR this. And then we've got these clones up here. So we've got our work cut out for us. Will your Treya take care of Padme? Yeah, I think. You need R7 Rey for Luke. R7 Rey can take out Luke, but I don't have the relic R2-D2. So without R2-D2 at relic level, basically I just have Rey and BB-8, which I don't think is good enough to beat this. I've seen that as a counter before with Rey, BB-8, and R2, but without a relic to R2, I think that's a huge risk. I think we lose that. So yeah, maybe we do Triumvirate here. I've seen this team beaten before with Kylo masked. Like this. I don't know how good of mods you have to be able to beat that with this. But the Rexolate doesn't do anything against you because you don't take increased damage from percent health effects. And, fives typically doesn't have a ton of offense. And you can pretty much just pop Rex. That'll kill fives. And then you still have to deal with Rex. But Rex also isn't a fantastic damage dealer. He's okay. He does remove turn meter, which is pretty annoying. But, not typically reputed to be a massive damage dealer. And if Kylo can, do his third skill and get back his protection and health every time, then that works. Jedi Revan against Padme. Jedi Revan against Padme. I don't know about Jedi Revan against Padme. With those relic levels, So we would mark down and try to kill Anakin. And you're saying that just with the buff immunity, that's enough? You get the buff immunity going? All right, so talk to me about JKR versus Padme. What am I doing? Just marking down Anakin and just keep attacking him till he's dead? So in, where are we at in 3v3? 3v3 R2. So this, and then we use Revan's marked. Oh, that's not, no, this is what we want. Inflict buff immunity and marked. These effects can't be copied and can't be dispelled or resisted. So we get the marked, we get the buff immunity on him. And once he has the buff immunity, he doesn't get the protection up from attacks out of turn, right? Mark JKA and don't call assists. Okay. Well, in the name of experimentation, then let's do that. Let's try it. I'm going to take the chat's advice, and we're going to pick the Padme team, and then we're going to select the squad here with Yoda, Bindo, and Jedi Knight Revan, and then we're going to mark down Anakin and see if we can get him. He can still gain bonus protection. Okay, so just we mark Anakin, and then we don't take attacks out of turn. All right, there it is. Anakin is marked. And yeah, we're just gonna start the attacks. Okay. Let's test for it. I just want to see if he does get the protection up. He does get it. Okay. So now I know for sure that that's the case. So we don't want to call Yoda that way. Okay. Swing this back around to Yoda again. Do a basic. Okay. Alright, mark him down again. Hop across. Ooh. That was a lot of counterattacks. Okay. So no assists. We got to be very careful. No assists. Although I do kind of... Oh, man. We took a counterattack there. Alright. Pop the Savior. Got to get this around. Get this done. And I feel a desperate need to finish this off because if we don't slow the damage down, we're going to lose. Alright. Let's get in there. Okay. Do the hop. And then we'll do buffs. And then we'll get this back around to Yoda again. Oh man, come on now. This is harsh. Harsh. Gotta go fast. Spread buffs. Lost him. Do that. Do this. Gotta get back our Revan for marking fun. Get in there. Gets bonus protection again. We're running out of time, guys. We are running out of time. Okay. Get a big hit here. Get a big hit with Bindo. Get a big hit here. That should do it. All right. We're back in the game. Let's do that. let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. Let's mark her down. Okay. Buffs. No assists. This. Big hit. Mediocre hit. Minute 38 to go. Swap. Hit. No, I shouldn't have done that. All right, fine. Assist. Fine. Hit. Minute 24 to go. Basic. Swing it around. Put it on auto. Take the hands off the wheel. Just let it go as fast as we can. We got to grind through Kenobi. Should be no problem with Padme gone. Minute left to go. We're good. All right. Darth Trey is in the house. Saying thank you to everybody for supporting my channel. Y'all are the best. Yeah, it's been awesome. All right, Yoda's bounce is hurting you. Okay, so don't do Yoda's bounce either. All right. Okay, so you guys watched me learn like 5 new things on screen today. So just really mark down and use single attacks. Just mark and single attacks. And probably, well, that blade from Revan is big though. I feel like hitting that was big. We got through it though. We got through it. Farm your mods or you get scolded by Treya. Darth Treya says, I'm too young to be a grandma anyway. I don't think that's true. There's plenty of grandmas that are younger than you. No insult meant. No insult meant, but I'm definitely old enough to be a grandfather. Certainly not when my daughter's 8, though. I mean, in our circumstances, yeah, definitely not old enough to be a grandfather in that respect. Okay, so which one of these is the Triumvirate going to be better at? If we can keep a taunt on Rex and make him kill Scion, you know, hopefully we'll have the Held by Hatred by that time and I'll resurrect. So maybe we use Triumvirate up here. If Kenobi has Retribution up, you spread counter to your team, and then they make tons of out-of-turn attacks. Okay. Okay, I got you. I got you. So don't do the bounce because it gives me Retribution. That's right. Gotcha. Greasy Greaser says, I was 35 and a grandfather. Yep, and that can happen. CLS will blitz Nihilus. All right. Can the troopers beat the CLS team? That's the question. So if I put my troopers in there, he's going to shoot first and stun a trooper. And if he stuns Piet, I think we could very quickly be done with that battle. And we have to do Veers, Piet, and Dark Trooper if we want to have a chance. So if he stuns Piet, how does that look? Is my Veers still super fast? I had really fast mods on Veers for a while. I think I took them off, but let's take a look at what this team looks like. So Veers, oh, he still has fast mods. He's 309. 329 on Veers. And Piet is 328. My Veers is faster than my Piet. Oh no, 309, so he's 329 with the buff. Okay, so Piet and Veers are both fast. And then Dark Trooper is Dark Trooper. So 329 303. So if he stuns one, if he stuns Piet, Piet will come out of the stun, and we'll still get the mass assist from Veers and probably be able to kill Chewie. If he stuns Dark Trooper, we get Piet, and we have to link Veers, and then we do the mass assist without Dark Trooper. That's ugly. So if he stuns Dark Trooper, we're probably done. Darth Trey is complaining that I called her old. Okay, let's not call it old. Let's call it experienced. It's vintage, right? Isn't that the word we use, vintage? I'm not old, I'm vintage. All right, guys. Well, we're going to take the troopers in here. So we either take troopers or we take SLKR, one or the other. One or the other. And then what are we going to do here? So that's the question. What are we going to do here? I mean, worst case scenario, we could be forced to SLKR this or something, but I would rather try to beat it first. Dark will just lose a stack and not be stunned. I don't think he clears the stun, does he? Because it doesn't kill him. He's not killed. I think he keeps the stun. Let's check this. He's immune to can't be defeated, or if he would be defeated and has 2 or more, dispel all debuffs on it and reduce the number of Dark Trooper stacks by 1. Okay. All right. Okay. So it does dispel as part of the effect of dying. Okay. All right. So actually we have to hope that he stuns Dark Trooper. And indeed, Dark Trooper has, like, because of the way the 4 stacks work, he shows up as a very low health and protection character and does pull priority a lot. All right, so we're going to try this. Veers, Piet, Dark Trooper. In we go. Okay, they stunned Piet. This seems fine for us, right? Because now we can just mass assist Chewbacca. And I feel like we may have enough damage to get him out of here. Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and do the big hit so that we can... Oh, we didn't get advantage because of the buff immunity. That's rotten. All right, we'll do this. Okay. And then we're going to hit Han. This should kill Han, right? And then we just got to get through this CLS, who is super annoying, but very susceptible to Dark Trooper's pneumatic punching. Do or do not. There is no try. All right. Fair enough, TK. As it turns out, we did. We did not try. We did. Man, I am dying to try out this Kylo. Man, I so want this Kylo to work. What do you think, guys? Should we try out Kylo? She can ability block? What? She has ability block, right? Grant offense up. Dispel buffs. Deal physical damage. Okay. I'm thinking of Bastille, I think, with ability block. Man, I want to try that so bad. At Darth Treya, in all seriousness, thanks for allowing him so much stream time. It's basically a sacrifice from you, I'd say. And then she responds with, it gives me time to paint. Yeah. It gives me happy alone time. Yeah. It's, my wife and I are very good together, and we're also just fine on our own. It's one of the things that I love the most about my wife. We're not, neither one of us is needy for the other one, so to speak. So that's good. All right, so Treya against this. And then we try to make sure that he goes off on Scion. We can get rid of 5s. Man, I want to try it. I want to try this so bad, guys. It's killing me. I don't know if my mods are good enough. That's the problem. I don't know if my mods are good enough. Well, vote in the chat. What do you guys want? Do you want to see me try this? Do you want to see me try some Kylo Ren craziness? Missing No says, do it. Do it. Plus, you can always point out the many times I'm on the wrong screen. Oh, man. Thanks, guys. All right. All right, guys. We're going to try this. This is crazy. I don't know why I'm doing this. I think it works, though, right? I think Kylo gets enough turns. I think every time he takes a turn, he recovers all of his health and protection. Rex can't Rexolate him. All right, we're going to risk a dropped battle here. We're going to risk a dropped battle, but I don't care. I don't care. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Don't let me down. Don't let me down, Kylo. All right, we'll get him over there. Hand wave. All right, we're into... Oh, not 5s. I don't want to attack 5s. All right. Oh, there was the first Rexolate. Useless. Oh, Hermit Yoda's out in the open now. Yoda abuse. Yoda abuse. Send him over there. All right, 5s is taunting, so there's nothing else we can do. Oh, we could have done the area effect. Ah, we could have done the area effect. They probably would have healed it up, but... Now, I think we just got to do this every time. Okay. He can't have taunt forever, right? He does appear to have a lot of turns of taunt. Okay. He's on taunt again. Got a good chunk, but... Yeah. Unfortunately, hitting him is not the best for my damage. How is he keeping taunt up so much? That's crazy. Okay. Come on, get through this. Get through this. Man. I honestly thought that we would have a lot less problem getting past his taunt. I felt like he would be taunting sometimes and not taunting a lot of the times. All right. Couldn't get past this taunt. We're just going to clean this battle up. They're too fast. Yeah. Yep. Too fast. All right. Let's do a pokey stick over here. Just clean it up, get it done. We still have C. If there is a galactic legend on the back wall, we can deal with that. That one dropped battle may be the GAC, but we'll try it. We'll see. Trying new things. Shock keeps giving him taunt. Yeah, with the assist, right? Yeah, okay. All right. Well, we got to go for high efficiency here now. We really gotta stick to efficiency. I think we use C right here. Right? Use C and Watt here. We can use Triumvirate here. He won't one-shot your Executor. No, he won't, but I don't think he will, but that means that we have to be very efficient with the rest of these battles. We've got to figure this out too, because maybe with Luke we have to do something special. None of these folks are that fast though, right? 237. 240. And then if he ever gets a turn to go, he slows us down to 177, right? So we have to have something that's big enough to kill Luke. I mean, an Empire team is going to run circles around this, right? We could do Palpatine, Vader, and Thrawn. We could do this, and that should just run circles around Luke, right? We can fracture Luke with Thrawn. There's not a tank to get in the way. So basically, once we fracture Luke, game's over, right? So does anybody know if that works? Empire team against this Luke. I think it does. I think once you lock down Luke, you're good. Just get him locked down under fracture. And maybe even we use Thrawn lead. I think we use Thrawn as the lead in this, so that I can use the maneuver to constantly take away his turn meter. Vader guarantees ability block against Jedi. Yeah, that's true. There's nothing that makes him immune to turn meter. Is there? Looks like it will work. I haven't tried it post-nerf. I did it pre-nerf and it worked like a charm. Okay, we're going to pick that team. We're going to pick that team because I think... But I... You know what? Here, let's get out of here. And let's pick Empire characters. Because I do think that putting Thrawn in the lead is better in this instance. Because it gives you this maneuver ability where we can constantly use ebb and flow. Every time we use a special ability, he's going to lose more turn meter. So we can use the maneuver ability to get Vader around and keep Thrawn fracture on. So we're going to do it that way, boys and girls. Okay. And yeah, we're gonna do fracture pre-massacre. All right, and then massacre, and then we're gonna target a different Jedi so that we can guarantee an ability block over here in case he ever does go. Then we're gonna hit her. Now we're on our regular turn. We can call and get another turn. And then we can go basic him. Shock Luke. Take away some turn meter again. Take turn meter away again. Take turn meter away again. Get him out of here. Alright. Alright. Beautiful. Thrawn lockdown successful. Alright, this looks like something we can nest, right? I don't feel like she was needed on the back wall for anything. So, let's see. That team. Triumvirate down here. Mon Mothma here, maybe. C here. Now C here. And then this is kind of ugly. This is kind of an ugly thing to deal with. He'll be immune. She'll be in the way. Kill her. Then we got to kill that. And Jango gets a couple turns of going crazy and damage immunity. Okay. I think we've got stuff to deal with that, though. And we don't need C up here, right? Nope. Okay. So we're going to nest this. Then we're going to go back to the back wall. Use a couple teams that we know we need to use back there. And then, you know, do a roster check and see what's needed for the rest of the GAC. We'll target Captain Han Solo. Don't know if we'll kill him. We'll probably kill somebody else before we kill him. He might get a resurrect off. Who knows? Easy Street. Love me some Nest. All right. All right. Yep. As expected, he got off his resurrect. Doesn't matter, though. It's a hopeless battle for these rebels. Enfys Nest battling rebels just feels wrong, though. She kind of like started the rebellion, didn't she? She was a rebel before there were rebels. Alright, do this. Pick Sith Eternal. You don't need any buddies, I don't think. Normally we would bring in Wat Tambor, but I think once we mark these guys down, shouldn't be enough damage on the team to worry about. And then we just start deceiving everybody. They're not deceived, though. You know, deceived says they don't know that they should attack the Sith Eternal Emperor, but they're not deceived by it. Look at that. They know to attack him. That's crazy. It's like they've got nothing better to do than just attack me. Alright, let's get some protection back. Go into the ult. Drop a nuke. We can link these boys up. Can't get any protection back now, though, so that's sad. What's more important, to kill a robot or keep the linked? I think we want to keep the linked, right? Keep the damage cut down. Alright, we'll do the big shock now. And then we should be able to finish this out pretty easily. Alright. Decent banners. And then we're going to use Triumvirate here. We use the Triumvirate against these First Order teams because we can do the isolate and get around that persistent taunt from Kylo Ren unmasked. And Nihilus has Annihilate, So then we don't have to necessarily worry about having some special method or routine to actually kill Kylo. Because if you underestimate him and you don't come in with something to deal with him, it can, it can be a problem for you to actually kill that guy. But you bring in Nihilus, and then at some point Nihilus just runs in and annihilates him. Because that's what a Nihilus does. Like a tongue twister. Bye. Held by Hatred. Held by Hatred is such an awesome skill. I love it. Whenever you die, you just come back for more. Oh, we didn't have pain on him. We didn't get our protection back. Alright. 51 banners. That's okay. It is a good clean win. Alright, so then we got stuff. And we get stuff up here. Alright, old Daka. Hux says we can't gain turn meter. So we want to be cognizant of Hux not letting us gain turn meter. Bounty hunters are pretty good for that, right? You could bring in some kind of bounty hunter team here. Let's look for a bounty hunter team. That looks good. That should be able to survive the damage and put out some damage and get what we need done on Hux, I would think. The other thing we could do is we could bring a Mon Mothma team in here, because they can clear off the advantages, and then I can get turn meter. And I can resurrect if I die. Maybe that's even better against this particular team. Rey isn't going to work. Rey isn't going to work because of the turn meter thing. What about Mando? What do we think about this team? Just go in there and blow stuff up. There is a turn meter aspect here, right? That we'll lose out on. Mon Mothma feels real safe, though. That feels real safe. And we need to get kills with Rebel fighters anyway. So, but they do a lot of damage. That red trooper does a lot of damage. Okay. But we have the resurrect. I don't know. I kind of just want to try this team out. Kind of want to just try this team out and see how much damage I can really do. I'd use that versus Night Sisters. Use this versus the Night Sisters? Okay. We can do that. Alright, so let's bring the Mon Mothma squad in here. And I feel like K2SO should be able to soak enough damage for us to get through. Okay, let's get the little extra guy here. Target the red trooper. Start working on him. Clear that off. Clear him off. and then just go to work. Take the advantage off of him. We're going to take advantage off of him every time it shows up, just because we don't want him to have advantage. Hux should not have the advantage against us, we've decided. It is decided. Alright. Come back, pal. I need you back, buddy. Oota pow. Oh, we were supposed to take advantage off of him. Let's get the advantage off of there. Alright, First Order Stormtrooper. Just got to keep the taunts off of him. And we'll get back to Hux. Alright, we got a lot of protection to heal up on Pow over here. Pow needs a lot of protection. Okay, slow roll it now. We're not going to use offense up anymore. I'm just going to slow roll everything. Trying to get back around to the good skill with Mon Mothma that'll give me my protection back. We can do this, why not? Okay. We should have it up next on Mon Mothma. Alright, there we go. Protection back. That's as good as it's going to get. 55? Or 54. 54. Yeah, that's right. 54 is what we can get here with 4 characters. Alright. And then you want to use the Beskar team here. Okay, revisit the back wall again. Sort through what we've got left. What do we have to deal with Newt? We've dealt with Newt pretty successfully with this, right? What do you think about using something other than R2? Because R2 just dies, right? So we can use Stick Ray in here. Let's use Stick Ray. And just crush something. Just for funsies. This is overkill against a Gear 12 team, but alright, let's get in there against this Droideka. Oop, dodged. Stick Ray, go! Dodged? Yikes. Hand wave. Power up. Smash. Power up. Oh, man. They're going to go crazy with the... everybody's got extortion now. So much extortion. So much extortion. I think I just got to ignore the extortion at this point. Let's hand wave Newt. Maybe we can get rid of it all. Okay. Alright. Alright, alright. Now let's go against Dooku. Let's do this. There we go. Alright. Hand wave. Roll. Hit. Death number 1. This is not going according to plan, folks. That's way more damage. Maybe I should have used Holdo. Maybe we should have used Holdo. Or maybe I should have killed Dooku first. It probably would have been smart to kill Dooku first. That was probably my big mistake. Okay, so this team is still a threat. Bounty hunters have good recovery. Okay. So we can use bounty hunters, one team. We can use resistance, clones. So we've got Beskar. We've got Beskar. We've got bounty hunters. And we're probably best off putting Beskar in a different team. So we can have a Rebel team. We can have a Beskar team. We've also got some Empire characters left over. We don't have enough resistance leaders. We need to have more resistance leaders somewhere. Huh. I mean, I've got plenty of characters. I'm just trying to sort them out into teams that would get high banners. So we can do something like this as a team. Just with the idea that Queel and the Armorer can stay alive and get me banners back. Not necessarily that it's good, but it would get banners back. Okay. That leaves bounty hunters here. I feel like this is the bounty hunter team no matter what. So we'll take in the bounty hunters here. Did I pass them? There they are. All right. Bounty hunters on Jango. Yeah, sounds good to me. All right, let's take actions. She doesn't have taunt? How does zombie not have taunt? You gotta be like super low gear or something, or just never have used that skill, I guess. All right, let's get that burning off of us. Yo! That Jango, though. Getting a lot of dodge. Get this zombie out of here. And then, yeah, let's do that. We still got to kill him once. And we'll do that. Don't kill him. Don't kill him. All right. All right. All right. Well, that's as good a banners as we were going to get with a character dead anyway. Okay. Woo! Serious sneezing going on. Alright, so we got that team, and then we've got the Night Sisters team. And the Night Sisters, you guys are thinking maybe we use Han and Chewie. I think that's good. So we need 2 teams left that can get good banners. 2 teams left that can get good banners. First order, we have Hux, Trooper, and him. We don't have a good rebel leader left, though. That's the problem. We could do Han, Chewie, and Queel. Let's do Han, Chewie, and Queel. And then Beskar. And try to come up with a team for Beskar. What do we think about that? Han, Chewie, and Queel against those Night Sisters. Just do this. And just nuke them. Bando is good versus Night Sisters. They don't have any resurrects, though, except for Old Daka. So if we can blow up Old Daka, we're done. All right. Let's just do this team, okay? And then I don't know that. I feel like that. Oh, fine. That's fine. Let's just get in there and do it. Get in there and get it done. Let's get Talzin out of here. Taka gonna resurrect her, but that's fine with me. Oh, come on. Alright, let's shrug it off, get an assist. Then, yeah, alright. Do this. Kill her. Just not gonna... We're not gonna be able to get back our health. 52 banners. Blah. Alright, and then this team... We could do something like Tarkin. We could do something like this. Control them and kill them. Not much damage there, though, is there? Do that. I don't want to underestimate the team either. We don't have a resistance leadership, but we do have, like, this. I feel like that's bad. Tarkin has Empire, only has Empire less. Talzin lead resurrects. Do we have one good damage dealing scoundrel? Are these guys scoundrels? They're scoundrels, right? Yeah. So we could do something like this. We could do something like this and try to get max banners. Alright, let's experiment. I feel like I'm throwing away this GAC with my experimentation, but kind of want to figure out what teams I have left over. Let's get on the Executioner first. Carve up his armor. Get a big hit. Alright, let's get Queel going here. Put the Beskar on Queel to slow down their roll on killing him. Keep him stunned. He's a beefy boy, look at that. Alright, let's get that done. Let's do this. Okay. Now we got to get some banners back. Queel's got to get back around to his heal again. So we're going to do a basic. Get back around to the heal again. Just going to do damage. Stun him? Yeah, kill him. Alright. 53. Okay. So let's look at our scores. We are 24 points behind him. Woo! That's not good, boys. That dropped battle cost us... What is it, 30 banners? 30 banners, I think. Okay. So we're about the same, right? We're about the same with one dropped battle. Does drop battle cost us 20 banners or 30 banners? Alright, so we'll have to kill this very efficiently with our first order. And we'll have to try to do the best we can here with the Malevolence fleet. Okay. All right. This. Okay, so first order, we'll do those three. We'll bring in 1 reinforcement, 20 banners for a drop. So we're 9 banners behind him, even with the drop. He got 9 more banners than us, even with the drop. That's an efficient clear, my man. All right, well, let's try to optimize our fleet banners then. We're going to bring in 1 reinforcement, and we're going to try to just tear this rebel fleet apart. Okay. Missile to Han Solo. Basic to Han Solo. Call and assist, and this should kill him. Okay. And then we're going to... We're actually... Normally I would stun this guy. But with this turn order, I don't want to stun him. I'm going to do the turn meter. I'm going to let him do his thing. Okay. So now we can steal that, hit hard over here, and we'll have the turn meter pass pretty quickly. Defense down, call and assist, get our life back. Alright, now we just got bigs left to sort out. Pass it over. Big hit. Get our life back. Alright, 66. That's pretty good. 66 is pretty good. Alright, I really need to relic my Sunfac. I really need to relic my Sunfac. Boy. We want our best ships in here, so we're going to do that for cheese and that. We might need any one of those 3 reinforcements based on what RNG we get out of the game. So we're going to try to tag Anakin quickly and get him down. Probably won't be as smooth as we want it to be. I do not like this matchup. But the Malevolence does not match up well into the Rebel fleet. So, got to do it this way. Okay. Let's put the Buzzies and ability block here. Alright. Then let's clear off Sunfac and get an assist. Use the stun right away. And we'll use Buzz Droids here and try to get some assists. Okay. Gotta attack the Taunter now. Not much we can do about that. Get some Buzz Droids going. Okay. And then... Okay, we actually don't want to set off Anakin because after his next turn... he won't have that on anymore, but the capital ship will go before him anyway, so... Let's bring in the spy and see if we can kill one of these other ships. Okay, it's going to be Anakin. Fine, let's just tear him apart. That'll work. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Now the question is, how do we not lose Sunfac? This is why I need a relic Sunfac. Not much we can do about it. Yikes. Alright. Area effect, and that should be it. We lost Sunfac, lost some banners. Not much we're going to do about it, though. 60, still okay-ish. Okay-ish. 2803. Alright. Our hopes and our dreams lie with the Malevolence. Not being able to kill our fleet. He's got the Malevolence on offense. That is the kind of counter to this fleet. I probably need to commit some relics to Cad Bane pretty quickly here, because this ship is a little bit weak in my lineup. So I need to beast up that ship a little bit. But once he uses the Malevolence here, even if he wins, he's still got a couple fleets to bring in. You know what, guys? I think with these two fleets together, this might be two holds. He may end up fighting both of those fleets twice. Anyway, he's got his work cut out for him on fleets to try to beat us. He's got 4 fleets. 3 of them are good. He put 2 good fleets back here. So he's got 3 fleets. 3 good fleets. And he does have a 4th that he can use as cleanup. It's going to be close. It's going to be close, boys and girls. That doesn't look like the right Falcon. Oh, what do you mean? Oh, it was Han Solo's Falcon. Relic 2, Sunfac and Cad Bane, your next relics then? No. My next relics are going to be Rose Tico and Resistance Fighter. Resistance Trooper. Look at these guys. You gotta want to relic this character. Look at that cool helmet. You look at this helmet and you say to yourself, man, I've really got to relic me some trooper. Why would I do anything else? Look at this guy. Everybody knows I'm going for Galactic Legend Ray, so these are the last 2 things for Galactic Legend Ray. We'll finish that out. We'll basically relic these 2 and then work on Ray. And then we'll get IG-11 and R2-D2 done for sure. This is the next 4 relics plus Ray. So the next 5 relics are right here. And then we'll see. We'll see where things go from there. Probably Cad Bane can fit in there. And then we're going for Kenobi. So I think we need Cad Bane for Kenobi anyway, right? So if we do the Kenobi journey, Cad Bane. Yeah, look at that. We need Relic 5 Cad Bane for Kenobi anyway, so he'll be in the queue to get done. All right. Well, I've got another account review to do because I promised Maxademannen that I would do his account review. So we're gonna do that for the people that want to stick around. All right. Rose Tico is the best single character in the game. You mean single like as in not married? She's single and she's gonna stay single? Is that what you're saying? No prospects for getting hitched? Didn't catch the speed on the enemy negotiator, but I usually do the area effect first before healing up after the initial barrage. Gets JKA low enough to blow up on the Hyena Bomber's turn. If JKA has on his second life though, you can't get through that second life in one hit. So if you pop him, he goes into stealth. If you hit, or you're saying you can take him down low enough that the buzz droids kill him on the next time around. That seems like a stretch. I did the cleanse because Sunfac had the buff immunity and healing immunity and all that stuff on him, so I wanted him to be able to taunt, take some damage. So you do the area effect. Okay. Interesting. He doesn't stealth if he has the buff immunity. Right. Oh yeah, I got the buff immunity on him, that's right. Graham Case says, oh boy, I slept in this morning. If you slept in from morning, I got news for you. You missed the morning. All right, let's get into this account review. Stats on this guy, 2.2 million galactic power, 800 in ships, 1.3 million in characters. That's a good balance. Seems about right. Really low in squad arena, that's fine. Who cares? Good in fleet arena, 18. That's not bad at all. Take a look at his ships. Oh, Relic Spy. That's nice to see. Sunfac at gear 11, Soldier gear 12. That's okay. Goodish. Needs work on that Hyena Bomber, though, for sure. And the Vulture Droid. Yo! Definitely work on that Vulture Droid and Hyena Bomber. Whatever else it is that you're working on, you need this baby to 7 stars, and you need this to 7 stars. So hopefully you're farming them nonstop. Maybe you were farming them, and then that Malevolence event came up and snuck up on you, and you got the Malevolence before you thought. But for sure, be working on those 2 ships. My advice for fleet is going to be work on what you've got. Be very careful starting any new ships, because you've got a bunch of ships that are started and not finished. So, you know, get this Vulture Droid going. If you're going to work on the Y-Wing, finish it. It doesn't matter if you've got a Rebel fleet. It can plug into a lot of different fleets. It's just a good tank. It's fine. You know, you started Houndstooth, finish it. You started Anakin's ship, finish it. You got a lot of ships started but not finished. So you've got a Geo fleet under Malevolence. You've got a Galactic Republic fleet started. That's your first 2 fleets. Looks like you got an Empire fleet when you want it, so you've almost got a 3rd fleet. So I think for 4 fleets, that would be my advice. Be careful about starting up more ships. You've got quite a lot that are somewhere in the middle. Commit to them and finish them out. All right, Jedi Knight Revan, Darth Revan. Do we have a Malik in here somewhere? Yeah, okay, we got Malik. 6 stars, working his way up, gear 11, waiting on that gear 12. That's good. Fantastic. We got a Relic Geo among a Geo team. So that's good. That should be Watt ready. It should be killing everything you need over there. Clones. Shock T. Okay. The Old Republic requirements. We got Grievous at 7 stars. You're going to want to relic him for the capital ship as well. All right, let's go catch up on chat. See what we got going on in chat over here. I have a 5-star negotiator with Relic 5 Kenobi, a Malevolence event. Would you 7-star negotiator or get both at 5 stars? I have a 7-star Grievous parked at level 1. Previously, I've been a fan of getting the negotiator to 7 stars, finishing that out. Or if you start with Malevolence, get it to 6 stars, and then flipping over to negotiator. But if you started with negotiator, yeah, I think I still feel that way. If you started with negotiator, you've got Executrix, you can still use that as your second capital ship. You don't really have to have the Malevolence. And the other way around, if you have the Malevolence, it's already good enough at 6 stars that you can start building the negotiator. And especially because the negotiator is a requirement in a couple of the events like GAS and for Kenobi. You want to get on the ball and get that made. So yeah, if you're going negotiator, finish it first. If you're going Malevolence, I would say 6 stars and then build your negotiator and then go back and finish the Malevolence to 7 stars later. Generically. That's my thought, generically. All right. Is Max still in here? I see. Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. Okay. The last few months of playtime on the account has been trying to fix my bloat after finding your channel. Yeah, no, I mean, it doesn't look bad. Like I said, the stuff that you've got in fleets is fine. Just be careful building new stuff. You know, finish the stuff you've got before you build new stuff. And that may be 8 months. I'm not saying to drop everything and just farm ships. But certainly the Vulture Droid I would be doing twice a day. I'd be force farming the Vulture Droid because you really need that guy to 7 stars. Farming the Hyena Bomber. And then when that Malevolence is all set, then go back and work on your 5s and your Anakin ship. You can work on Anakin's ship now too. I mean, that's fleet currency. It's not bad. But yeah, that's I think that's the point that I would try to make. All right, Max, what other questions do you have? It looks like you've done the journey into Malak, and that's good. I see Vader and Palpatine, just generically good characters. Anakin. Those are all requirements for the C journey. So maybe you're starting up that journey for the Sith Eternal Emperor. It looks like you're in good shape if that's what you're doing, because you got Veers, Marauder, Palpatine, Vader, and Jedi Knight Anakin. You got Padme unlocked. So yeah, no, that's good, and I would say the rising tide lifts all ships, right? So as you're working on the Sith Eternal, go ahead and let some of these other characters come up too. Continue to work, of course, on your Malak. Get your Darth Revan to Relic. So I would be working on Sith Eternal characters, but I would also be still investing in some of these other teams. Finish out Revan and Malak to Relics. Maybe Bastila Fallen as well is worth doing. And even if you just park them at like Relic 0. The next bit of advice I would give you, unless you're actively trying to relic the character, don't give away these gear pieces. Don't lock them down. Don't, like Rex has 2 and Echo has 3. Just because you have the gear pieces doesn't necessarily mean that it's a good idea to lock them down. I did on my Loquitur account on Kenobi, for example, because I'm using him a lot in Conquest, and I needed him to try to do everything he can for Conquest. And I think one of these things that he gets has a lot of health or something on it. Where is it? Armor and health here, yeah. So we're just trying to beef him up, and we know that we're going to relic Kenobi for sure. But I rarely will commit gear like this because this is going to be used for a bunch of different characters. I don't know if Gideon is the character that I want to use it on next. So that's the thing. When I say, okay, this character right here, this is who I'm relicking, then that's when I attach the gear. Pretty rare for me to attach gear otherwise. Bosk is another example. If you look at Bosk, you know, he's clean. We use him to combine gear or whatever. But if we had the pluses for him, we're not going to lock down gear on him. That just makes it smoother when you relic. And also, there's a chance that you'll need these materials in the scavenger. And if you've got them all locked down, you don't have access to them. But it might be in your best interest to take one of these armor pieces, cybernetics, glasses, whatever, and convert it to Electrium conductors so that you have the proper currency for relicking characters. So just think about that, whether or not you want to lock down those pieces. Mod-wise, 314 on Revan. Shock T is fast, 306. That's pretty nice. What's Anakin rocking? Offense and a mixed set. So he's got crit damage here with 24 speed. Yo, nice. And then he's got, again, this is the kind of thing where it's not really the main stat that you want. You wish it was something else. But it's a tenacity mod with an offense main stat and 19 speed. Potency is good for Anakin. These defensive stats aren't the best, but look at this. You get speed, you get potency, you get offense main stat. So that's not really a tenacity mod. It's just a good mod. And you wish it wasn't tenacity, but it's fine. It's fine. You just use it just exactly like this. This is a good example. So we got speed there. We got crit chance, 123 flat offense. That's an interesting mod. 3 nice stats for an attacker. Potency, health, speed, and offense. So these mods have good substats. You're committing to the right kind. Look at this, 7% crit chance on an arrow. See, look at this mod. Even though you've got 32 speed and you're not really interested in what happens, this is the kind of mod where whenever they open up 7-dot mods, you just come in here and keep hitting this thing because health, protection, defense, crit chance, like everything on this mod is good and at high percentages already. So you, I mean, you could just keep hitting this mod and you're never going to be sad with what comes out of it. So you're making good choices with what you're doing 6-dot slicing on. That's always good. 277 speed on Veers. On Relict. Oh, Relict. Okay, so he could definitely use... But that's fine on Veers. 277 Veers. You need one of your other troopers to be faster, so you need Piet to be faster than Veers. So what I would do is I would get as many of the fast mods on Piet, because you want Piet to go first and link a character so that when he does his basic, so linking, then when he does his basic, he calls the linked enemy to assist. So if you get Piet faster than Veers, and you could just slow Veers down, take the speed set off him, for example, and just run a different set to slow him down. But you get Piet faster than Veers, then you take Piet, you link Veers right away, and then when he does his mass assist, he'll go call everybody to assist, Piet will go call Veers to assist again. So it's important to do it that way. Alright, so what other questions do you have for me, man? While I'm doing your account review. Would a Mon Mothma team be worth going for? I kind of geared some rebels earlier because I wanted fleet, but dropped them a while back. No. Don't go for Mon Mothma unless you're committed to building a rebel team. So the reason that I did it is because I wanted to build the Cassian's U-Wing team anyway, playing around with that. So because I wanted those rebel fighters, and I do plan to commit to them for the ship, then there's an excuse for me to build Mon Mothma. But if you just have low-level rebel fighters, you don't want to build Mon Mothma. And you've already got 2 Revans, Malak, Padme. You've got a good broad base. Just keep working on what you've got. Build that Sith Eternal Emperor, and don't start other new projects. You don't need more teams. You need to go up with what you've got, which I think is good. Oh, we got challenge tier C pit going on here. Oops, clicked the wrong thing. Phase 2, phase 3 already. Look at this thing going. All right, let's get in there. Clear the squad. Let's who are we gonna throw? Who looks like Rancor food to you guys? Sidious, maybe? Sidious looks kind of like Rancor food. Ooh, Spy. We're going to do Spy, because my Spy is so fast that I actually get an attack off on Rancor. I was mostly wondering if rushing C would be better than the idea to build up a lot more GA teams before committing. No, I would work primarily on the C journey. I would really work on that, and like I said, in the background while you're doing it. I wouldn't rush it. I wouldn't say that's all I'm going to work on till it's finished. I would say I'm going to work on C, and then as I bring some of these other characters up to Gear 12, I would take a break from C to Relic Malak, to Relic Darth Revan. Or maybe it's more, maybe the chat can say, maybe what you want to do is a Relic Bastila, and you can leave Revan at Gear 12. I don't know. I I feel like Darth Revan and Malak, I would definitely be willing to take a break, since Grievous is your captain of the Malevolence. Relicking him gives you a tough team in Grand Arena. Just a relic level Grievous is hard to deal with. Throw a couple droids with him and he's annoying. And it gives you a relic capital ship captain. So I would say those three things are certainly worth how do I put this? Worth not rushing C. Slowing down. It's worth slowing down in your C journey to pick those things up along the way. Okay, troopers. So we got some Sith that we can use here. Throw in Admiral Thrawn. Here we go. What's up, DL? Been too busy but tune in, but I have a moment to slaughter the like button. My son's first birthday today. Nice. Safari with the Lion King themed. Oh, that's cool. Man, people always say, it's funny, people always say this. They say, enjoy it while it lasts. Enjoy it while you can. There's always some statement like that. And, you wonder, what exactly does that mean? Like how do you enjoy your child more than you would normally enjoy them, right? People say that all the time. Enjoy it while they're young. So I don't know exactly what that means, but definitely, first birthdays, take tons and tons of pictures so that it can show up later on your Facebook and whatnot and remind you of all the wonderful memories that you have of your kids. Definitely. So fun. So fun to look back at those pictures later and reminisce a little bit. Let's see. Who do we want here? If not Thrawn, then Piet. Okay. And that's going to be it for the Challenge Tier Rancor. What do you guys think? Guesses in chat. How much damage? How much damage do you think we did with our troopers? Maybe related to around the 15th birthday has caused that. Oh, Madam McCurry says that. Maybe related to around the 15th birthday has caused that. It's true when people says it goes fast. I've been bringing my daughter on college visit, and it seems like she was born last week. It is true. Looking forward is always slower than looking back. Looking back, it always seems fast. He's definitely grown and changed this year, just taking it day. 1.4 oh man, 1.5 million? You guys are aggressive. I think it's 780,000. 780, that's my guess. I don't think I got over a million. Dark Trooper, I can get 2.5 to 2.8. I got like 2.97 one time, just shy of 3 million. All right, here we go. 975. All right, that was better than I thought. Almost a million. Look at this. Look how much damage Thrawn did. It's like he should be a trooper or something. When I get Gideon in there, it'll be better. It'll be better. And then I've got this team. All right. Who's the best lead here? Let's do this. Sith. All right, here we go. We're trying to get 80,000. We're trying to get 80,000 out of this team. All right, Merciless Massacre. Basic and more basic. Ooh, Dooku adding to the count. Big zap here. 568 damage, boys. You saw it here first. All right, throw that. Zappies. 200 and something? 171. All right. All right. And then we can put in our last two, and it'll be over very quickly. And we're going for 30,000. Let's see if we can get a big hit on Anakin and something off a nest before he kills us. Here we go. Oh, look at this. Rocking the house. Bonk. 49,000. Look at me go, guys. Look at me go. Where am I? Number 27. There's a lot of no-shows so far. I don't think I'll finish at number 27, but if I did, what would I get? 7 avocados. 7 avocados. I think I may finish in the top 40, though. All right, well, I got to hang up the game and go do some different stuff for a little while, guys. It's been fun chatting in here. And so I'm gonna end the stream here. Thank you all for watching. Talked a lot about joining Discord, Patreon, all that stuff. So that's Dead Horse. Talked about the like button. Nothing left to say, but thank you all for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Love you guys. Love the game. Still having fun, even though people are complaining and quitting. And I will catch you all in the next Holocron.